What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley. It is with me, Lo. Yep. Today is story day, as I'm sure that you're aware, because we are still doing the grind. Oh yes, it's such a good day. Okay, I want to start this day up actually by pausing it and then looking up Haley and seeing if ice cream is one of her loves. Universal likes. Uh, hmm. I have no idea. Uh, okay. I believe this will work out just fine. Okay. Yeah, but as we kind of go about things and do our days of fun and adventuring in this, well, I'm gonna do some talking. I'm gonna give some communication to y'all. Um, my family has a kind of like a weekly, not a weekly. I'm sorry, that's a really dumb word to use. Has a monthly. Once again, that's the wrong word. My brain is not in the right place. My family has a yearly event in which we all go down to Panama City Beach in Florida and have a very fun time, just hanging out as a family and doing things like, um, just beaching and swimming and other stuff like that. And generally speaking, I actually have the unfortunate dilemma of not being able to do it. I know it sounds weird, but it's just usually I am like usually I'm busy. That is a terrible excuse, by the way. If you ever have to sit there and your family is having like a get together and you say that you're busy and say you can't go, for one, kind of shame on you. Like I obviously can't really say shame on you because I've been in that situation way more times than I can count. However, make time. It's so worth it to go spend time with your family, even if it's just like for a little bit, right? Uh, but yeah, kind of beyond that, my family goes and we do a Panama City Beach once a year. It's always a good time. Last year I was able to go and it was a brilliant 2 days. I wanted to be able to go for like the full week like everyone else, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. Instead, I was only able to go for like the 2 days because I had work and other things along those lines that kind of limited the amount of time that I could actually go to it. But this time around, this year, I've already like worked out, the hey babe. Okay, cool. Okay. Same thing over and over again. That's both of her hearts, and I can move on. But yeah, this year I've already worked it out. I've already talked to my job. I already have it in place that I'm going to be able to, just kind of have like the full time with my family, which I'm so excited about. Like it is something that I have been longing to do is to actually be able to go like the full amount of time, but I have not been able to do. And I'm going to this time around. I am going to be able to go and be with my family the entire time over the Panama City Beach trip. It's still in like I think like a month and a half to 2 months is like the amount of time left. But I'm already looking forward to it. Like I've already put aside money for it so that I can have a really just solid experience. It's I feel like the older I'm getting, the more I want to spend time with my family. I feel like when I was younger, I was like the exact opposite. Like the less amount of time with my family, the better. But now that I am, like a little bit older, I'm 27. That's not that old, right? 26. I'm not 27 yet. I'm 27 in like a few months. I'm 26, and I'm going to be 27 in a few months, and obviously my brain is already addled and rattled. I have no idea how old I am sometimes. But it's definitely like one of those things that like now that I am 26, actually for like the last like year and a half to 2 years, I have been much more inclined to wanting to spend time with my family. Like when I'm not able to spend time with my family, I'm honestly kind of disappointed. I'm like it just kind of makes me a little bit sad that I'm not able to spend time with my family, which is a very different experience mentally than I was when I was, a lot younger. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not protected. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. Hmm. Uh, cool. But yeah, it's just, and I feel like that's normal. I think most people have kind of deemed that to be normal. It's a normal experience to, as you kind of get older, to be more inclined to want to spend time with your parents. I also just think my parents are way cooler than I did when I was young. Like, low key, you're gonna think that your parents are like the freaking coolest people in the world. If not everyone's parents, but I feel like most parents, like as you like get older and like you suddenly realize how awesome your parents are, and then you're like, man, I just need to spend time with my parents before they croak, because it ain't like they're getting any younger. But yeah, I've been wanting to spend time with me madre, especially recently. I call my dad every just about every other day. But my mi madre, I feel like me and my mom have always had a very interesting relationship. Just we're both very powerful personalities, and I think a lot of times we kind of clash in like negative ways. And so like we've had like a very strong history of kind of clashing in those negative ways, which is unfortunate because like the older I'm getting, the more I'm just like, holy crap, my mom is awesome. Like this fiery short woman has the ability to like change the world by herself, and that is a skill that I don't think I will ever possess. Like I am my own person, but I'm not like the most caring person in the world. Or I mean I care, but I'm not like the kind of person that's going to just go out and like make the world just like a significantly better place just by being myself. Like it might improve the world a little bit, but it's not like my mom. My mom, like, gosh, my mom, literally everyone knows her for one. Like, I can show up places that no one should know my mom, and someone probably knows my mom. She's like kind of low key famous. Like, she's not actually famous, but amongst like especially like churches and things like that, like places that do like people help, she's very very well known. And she deserves to be. Like, she's not even well known because she has like a fame need or something like that. It's just she's just a great person, and I have learned that as time has gone by. I've learned that she cares about me a lot, which is wonderful. But I also learned about how much difficult I have made her life over the years when I've sat back and thought about it, because yeah, that's a fun realization. That's a good adult realization, right? When you're like, yeah, my I have made life hard for my mom just by being who I am. Great. It's like, I feel like if I was younger, I'd just be like, yeah, I don't care, like me and my mom have always had a rocky relationship. Now that I'm like older, I'm just like low key ashamed, just like, take it back. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to know that I've made life hard for my mom. That is not ideal for me. Like I would much rather just, yeah, please stop. Please don't ever say that. The unfortunate truth of growing up is learning that, for one, you're not near as cool as you think you are, and two, most problems are probably you caused. I feel like that's a big one, right? Is when you're finally able to kind of sit back and like look at a situation and be like, oh yeah, that happened because I'm a dumbass. It's just like, no, really. It's like, no, 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 no. It's okay. You don't have to rub it in me. Like you don't have to rub it in the fact that I'm realizing this now. But yeah, wow, it's so much more watering. I really need this this sprinkler system, dude. This is killing me. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Uh, rerun? Is that one I already have? I already have Big Fish. Just want to make sure that it's not a rerun that I've like missed at some point. Hmm. Blueberries? Yay, blueberries! Hopefully this will actually get me to the sprinklers. I have realized though, even if I get the sprinklers, I will have to destroy a lot of blueberries to actually place my sprinklers down. So I actually really need to think about whether or not I want to do that, or if I just want to run this summer out and just not worry about it. What a conundrum. Okay, first off, why? What went through my brain there? I have no idea why in the world I did that. Okay. Toss, toss, toss. Watering. Great. How fun. Yeah, I really need to think about this. I need to decide mentally whether or not I want to just finish the blueberries off. Like, I know, like, those over there, the other crops, like the melons and stuff, I know that I'm going to... Man, I hope I get 5 gold star melons. I just realized it's gonna suck if I don't. Gah. Whatever. Whatever. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. It just would take longer for me to get my greenhouse. I'm not especially concerned. The greenhouse is not something that I'm like expecting to get like super soon. But definitely is going to be something that I want to get. Sort of zoning out here. I shouldn't be zoning out. I should be entertaining, because that's the point of this video is for me to be able to talk to you guys and just kind of hang out. So, I've been working on a book idea with a good friend of mine named uh, Rhapsody is what I'm gonna name her because that's what her gamer tag. But I've been working on a book with her for a good bit, and it is so much fun to kind of storyboard with people. The only concern that I have is just the fact that we still haven't started writing it. And I know like myself, like I am very aware that I am the kind of person who will just do something. Like if there's a book and it's a good book idea, I will just write the book. Like it does not take me that much to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna write this book. I will just write it and I'll get through the book. It's I love the feeling of accomplishment, especially when it's a good idea. But the problem about doing anything with anyone, and this is why I'm currently playing Stardew by myself instead of playing with people, is that people have difficulty with commitment. Even like the best people in the entire world have difficulty committing. It is like most of the time it's like people are like, "Yeah, let's do this. I'm totally down. Let's make a decision and stick to it and we're gonna be millionaires with this entrepreneurship idea." And then it's like push comes to shove and then they have to add like they have to spend like 7 extra hours a week on something, and then they're instantly not as down as before. It's like they're just not inclined to the idea of having to do extra work, which is understandable. Like I'm not judging in regards to that. But it is one of those things that, like, kind of in my experience, it makes it very hard to collaborate with people. To get people kind of to do stuff with you is just so hard. Because when it comes down to it, like you actually need, okay, like to get people to do stuff with you, you need people to be actively desiring to do something. Did I need to do anything else today? Was there like was there like something? Oh yeah. Thank you, brain, for working for once at least. Gonna jog my way down. I need to get a horse. What do you got here? I have her met. I could do that very easily. I'm assuming I don't even need to do it today. 2 days, yeah. I can just do it tomorrow. Going back to his ice cream shop. Brrrah. Krasi, krasi. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, dum, dum, dum. In case you're wondering, this right here is inside Marnie's room. Marnie is the older lady who runs the farming tools, like the farming shop. I haven't been there yet because I honestly don't want to do farm animals. Farm animals are not like my idea of an ideal, it's not my favorite part of the game. I will do it at some point, I guarantee. I will probably have almost everything going. It'll all be automated, obviously. I have 28 of those. I need to start doing this again. It will all be automated because why not? I don't need that. Because if it's not automated, then there's absolutely no way you're going to convince me to do something. Ah! Don't fall over things. Oh. Oh. Yes. Mm. Okay, I'm done making weird sounds. I have just become a very happy person. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let's start with that. Nope. Yes, yes. What a wonderful world that we have just started living in. So my fall is going to be a much nicer time, and we're really going to be able to kind of get into like the nitty gritty of making our farm like as low maxy as possible. At the current moment, it is, obviously not as low maxy as it possibly can be, but it will be. This is the last time I have to water these, in case you're wondering. I'm doing these first because of the fact that it is the last time that I will water them. What a wonderful world, right? Boom, boom, boom. Next season, I will probably start upgrading my watering can. More or less, just because of the fact that I want everything upgraded, but also just because I do have to water everything on the very first of every season, excluding winter, obviously. Would that just not water? I feel like there's like a way to easily tell if things are watered. I don't remember what it was. I remember someone like showed me like a trick or a tip with this, but I don't remember it. If anyone in the comments wants to kind of tell me like an easy way to tell if things are watered, and I don't mean like it's the watered ones are darker than I'm saying like I'm pretty sure there's a way to like toggle what's watered and what's not watered. Like some kind of strategy view. If y'all know how to do that, please tell me. If you don't, that's fine. Like this isn't bad. I'm just sort of peering a little bit if I ever miss one, because I like the worst thing in the world is missing a place of watering. I'll have to go find Demetrius after this tonight. I'm hoping he's just gonna be at his house. Uh, I probably have like, do I have two more crops of blueberries? I actually have no idea how many more crops of blueberries I have. I think it's probably two. Okay. In case you were kind of, if you, in case you're wondering what this is my bundle of things that need to go to the community center. Because obviously I don't want to go to the community center all the time, so I need to have like a bundle built. Let's make sure it's not ready. Oh, it is. Okay. Grap. Please, Demetrius, be here so I don't have to hunt you down. Thank you so much, good sir. Okay. Cool pool. Okay. I'm gonna get that pretty easily when I'm starting to set up for the next season. Once I'm having to actually chop down all the trees, but unfortunately, like in the meantime, it is not going to be worth it for me to get that much wood because, obviously speaking, me getting all that wood means that I have to waste energy on it, and I don't want to waste energy on it. Okay. Right. Always check. I'm gonna do one more day. Hey, nice. Steel pickaxe. I'll go pick that up. Fresh melon from my farm. If I have, we'll have extra. That's gonna be fine. What a wonderful situation that is. Sprinklers are so nice. I will be honest, iridium sprinklers are even nicer, but at the same time, probably not worth wasting iridium on. Like, maybe eventually, if you just have an absolute abundance of iridium, which, please, tell me how. I recognize that you can get a decent amount of iridium inside the Sahara farm. I mean the Sahara mine, but it still feels like very rare. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da, ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. I'm gonna get a lot of sprinklers. I'm gonna do a lot of work on my farm. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are very aware that there's gonna be a lot of work that's gonna have to be done. Once we get down to kind of fall time, or actually right when we get to the point in which we are no longer going to make any money off of this particular crop of blueberries, I will be kind of clearing out a bunch of areas, and then we're going to kind of get ready for fall. Unfortunately, when fall rolls around, it will destroy a lot of my crops. Well, not my crops, but of like my setup, because it'll create weeds and stuff like that, and like trees are gonna kind of sprout up from nothing. But it still is. It'll still be worth it, you know. Saturday. I keep missing the gosh darn secret shop. like usual, the later we get into this evening and the number of episodes that are gonna start pumping out, I am not gonna go fishing. I'm sorry. The later we get into this evening, I will probably, grab a beer and be a little bit more talkative and a little bit more friendly, quote unquote. Thank you. Grazie, grazie. Dum dum da-dum da-dum dum 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 da-dum dum dum. You know what's a joke? If you text someone and then they like wait for like 2 days to text you back, I get it. People get busy. But low key, if someone waits for like 2 days to text you back, they don't care enough about you to for that response to matter. It doesn't even matter what they respond, right? They don't care about you if they've spent that much, like that long waiting. I need to make sure that I have enough gold. So I'm going to. Okay. I don't know how worth it that is, but I just feel like it's kind of like a why not by this point. I'm not gonna really need much more copper. But yeah, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this episode. We're already at 32 minutes, so I'm going to kind of call it here. And if you guys have been enjoying this series, please share it with your friends. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe. I'm even though this is more like a hobby in the way that I just kind of enjoy, making videos and stuff. I love the feeling of accomplishment that you get when people actually like what you're doing, and it means a lot to me when I run into people who are just, like I got a comment the other day of just someone who was excited about this series, and it made me really happy. It genuinely did. Like, it made me very happy to have people who, gave a crap. So just know that I'm very appreciative of all of you who, you know, what am I doing? I'm very appreciative of all of you who are watching, and I'm looking forward to kind of hearing from you and talking to you in the future. But for now, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Enjoy me with the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.